He can just do everything. He's the consummate football player.
2015 is going to be my last season playing in the NFL.
Charles Woodson playing his final game in Oakland tonight. It may also be the final NFL game in Oakland, period. The Raiders rumored to be relocating to L.A. at season's end. Coincidentally, so is the team they're sharing the field with tonight. And if the Raiders and Chargers both move to L.A., they'll likely be sharing the same stadium in the L.A. area. Joined now by Mark Schwarz in Oakland. And, Mark, emotional night for Raider Nation there and for Charles Woodson. And what's this juicy little rumor that you've been hearing out there?
Chris, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Yes, we have heard the rumor that Charles Woodson, the future Hall of Famer, who was a two-way player at the University of Michigan when he won the Heisman Trophy back in the late 90s, will play a few snaps at wide receiver tonight. Also, we are hearing that Charles Woodson may return a punt or two, which would put him in his own unique group. He would become not only the oldest Raider, but the oldest player in NFL history to return a punt. Charles Woodson is 39 years old. He announced his retirement 3 days ago, bidding farewell to him. Just one of many things going on tonight in Raider Nation. A bittersweet night, and one of the members of Raider Nation is going to join me now. Welcome, Sam Alipour from ESPN, the magazine, a lifelong Raider fan. Sam, I can tell this is not just an ordinary night for you. How would you characterize your emotions?
It's going to be an emotional night, and a lot of it is sadness. We are preparing ourselves for a move to L.A., so in part tonight is a farewell to our team, to our lifeblood, and to one of the greatest Raiders to ever live, Charles Woodson. But this is Raider Nation, baby. We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to celebrate our team, a rich history here in Oakland. It's a story of renegades, of Super Bowl wins, of a return home here, a return to prominence led by Rich Gannon and Tim Brown and Sebastian Janikowski. So at the end of the day, you know, we're gonna party. This is it. This is one night. And I'm, you know, I might need you to hold me later, Mark. I'm going to get emotional. I'm getting emotional now.
Well, you know, it's not as if we haven't seen this before. The Raiders have gone south before. They look like they're going to be going south again. Sam, if they do, what will they be leaving behind here in Oaktown?
Well, they'll be leaving behind a fan base that goes back generations. You know, the old-timers from the 60s and 70s, they're still here. Their offspring is still here. I'm a first-generation fan. I moved to America with a family of immigrants, and we found in the Raiders what so many others have found before us, which is a fan base of diversity and inclusion, a working-class fan base. We're a little rough around the edges. We don't quite fit in with the fancy pants across the bay. But what we do bring to the table is a game day experience like no other. It's the merriest of Halloweens. And so many, the fans that so many of us dismiss as cartoon characters and scoundrels, those people are real fans. And they show up year in, year out, despite a decade of futility. And they're going to show up one more time tonight. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy you're here. We might have to get you an eye patch, Mark, because pretty you up a little bit. It's a little tough to see, but you'll look better, trust me.
I talked to many of the denizens of Raider Nation in the parking lot. They told me that something will be lost if they go to L.A. What will be lost?
Well, there's not a lot going on out here in Oakland, and in the Greater Bay Area. This is our team. You know, San Francisco 49ers fans. You know, I should say the Santa Clara 49ers fans. They don't represent us. I'll tell you what they're going to find in L.A., though. There is a fan base out there. We are Raider Nation. We feel we coined the term, by the way, Team Nation. And there are boosters and fan clubs in every corner of this country, especially in L.A. Now, they're rougher around the edges than we are, but they're no different than these Oakland fans. And I personally can't wait to be there. I live in L.A., and I'll be there first game.
Sam, thanks for joining us. It's going to be a momentous night here in Oakland. A 6-8 team against a 4-10 team, Chris, but you won't see very many games quite like this one. We'll be here to cover it.
Mark, Sam, thank you, and thank you to all the fancy pantsers over there in Santa Clara. Appreciate it.
The Raiders have had some great moments.